Hey y'all, I'm Jeff, this is JD. We're going to talk about the north-south choke today. It's one of my favorite chokes from a side control position, particularly when my opponent defends some of my A and B attacks. I spent quite a bit of time working on this choke, and I discovered one detail that really helped me out, and then another detail that Dave Porter showed me that increased my finishing rate a lot, and I'm going to show y'all how to do it too. The north-south choke is essentially a guillotine from the top of Jamie's arm back. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, and I'll show some setups maybe at the end of the video. I'm gonna wrap the neck. My elbow has to stay on the mat. That's important. I'm gonna shoot it as deep as possible. I'm gonna sprawl back. You notice that my knees and hips are not on the mat. And I'm gonna take away space by turning my shoulder and my hip down. But in order to give it the extra, and I haven't started to squeeze yet, which is what the last step is. But in order to make the choke work, I'm gonna push the shoulder as I start to squeeze. Very gently get the tap. What that does, and if we rotate this way, you can see it from a little bit of a different angle. I'm always staying on my toes so that my elbow stays to the mat. The two critical details here is my elbow can't come off the mat because this is where Jamie's neck is, and when I turn down, that's what takes away that space before I start to squeeze. Then, as I push either the shoulder or I can grab the sleeve and pull the wrist, then what that does is that exposes the other carotid artery for the choke. So here's what we're gonna do. I start from side control for whatever reason. A lot of times I'll get this choke if the person is trying to do the spin out escape or the ghost escape, right? Because their hand is down here. And I can either grab the wrist or grab the sleeve. Either way, they have a choice now. Their hands can come back to their neck to defend, or try, or they can continue to try to escape. And if they continue to try to escape, I'm just gonna slide on, right? One other detail that really helps me finish the north-south choke, a lot of times folks will stay too far on top, feeling that this is where they feel they have their control, which is correct. We have to give up a little bit of control to attack. So if I'm trying to control, I want my sternum connected to my partner's sternum. But if I try to attack, my elbow goes to the mat and I slide off. Now again, hips off the mat, shoulders off the mat, knees off the mat. I'm gonna turn my shoulder down into my buddy's neck. I'm gonna push, and then only then do I gently start to squeeze. So, north-south choke. Often you'll see the north-south choke set up from 100 kilos because the person tries to do that spin-out escape. But remember that if you're ever going to go after the north-south choke, you want their hands away from their neck. So you can either do that by attacking Kimura or by trying to put them in a position where they have to commit to either the escape or the attack. And try those details out. Hopefully that works for you.